Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now today I thought I'd show you a prop that I built before I started the channel. It was just before I started the channel, so it's when I was getting into prop building, but I hadn't started showing you guys yet. But the prop is this one, the Graflex lightsaber from Star Wars, arguably the most iconic prop from the franchise, and I'm going to show you my build. Let's go. So here it is. This is my Graflex lightsaber. This is a Korbanth 2.0 saber, so it's a kit that I got. Some of the best things you can get right now are fan built. They do runs of sabers like this one. They usually come empty and then you have to install them with electronics. This one does have quite a lot of upgrades on it compared to the original kit, and I can show you some of those now. So starting down here, the original kit came with screws, I believe, so I've replaced those with rivets. Don't get me started on that controversy, but I've done rivets and they sit in there. There is a end cap on the end to cover the sound vent holes that are on the standard kit, so that just is glued on the end. And then this is a different D-ring mount to the original. This was a custom machined one, so that's nice and accurate, and that is riveted on to the bottom as well. The clamp card here is also custom. Now I have this saber set up in the Force Awakens configuration. That means it has this particular clamp. I believe you can get more accurate ones now, but I'm fine with this one. So it has the red button up the top and then the glass eye on the bottom. So for the Force Awakens style, this brass edging is visible, so that was just chucked in a drill and then sanded off. It was nice and easy. The red button on this is also actually a replacement. They come with sort of a metallic anodized button. This one's plastic, much like the original. Some other upgrades I've done is add these brass contact strips here. These are by KR Sabers and they were nice and easy to install, but they add another level of accuracy to the saber kit in particular. This is also slightly different to how it comes, as this is in fact a switch, which I'll get onto shortly, but this is my auxiliary features in the saber, also from KR Sabers. I did get a lot of this stuff from Cal at KR Sabers because he did a lot of accuracy upgrades for this kit. So to open the saber, what you do is release the clamp there, and then this whole thing unscrews, and here you can see my custom crystal chamber. Now you can get a lot of different chassis for the inside of sabers like this one. People make really nice ones. What I did was bought something that was 3D printed, which is in this section up here, and then I added my own piece down here to add this custom crystal reveal. So my soundboard's down in here, and you can access the SD card to change things right here, and this is the kill key. So this will cut all power to the saber, but when you pull the kill key, the saber will boot and it'll have a running light up on the crystal. It is offensively loud when the bottom half isn't on. But as I said, there is a white LED shining on this crystal. This is a real quartz crystal. This whole chassis section is made up of basically found parts. These two bits here are from hard drives, computer hard drives. The brass tubing is just tubing, and then this is just aluminium tubing which has been polished. It's all held together and attached to the 3D printed part up here, and there's a brass pin that goes through and just holds it all together. So we can go back up, and the clamp locks all that in place. There is a blade plug in here, also from KR Sabers, but yeah, it's wired up for the red button to be the activation button, so it should boot when we press the button. I'm running a Cree royal blue, blue, white, so it gives a lovely nice mid blue kind of colour. You see we've got different swings and things. So inside here is a Plecter Labs Petit Crouton version 4. This is one of the medium kind of boards, but it means you can have the auxiliary switch, like I said, which is up here, and this does my blaster effects. So when we press it, which are very nice, and also lock up when it's held down. As you can see, it's also wired to flash the white one on its own when it does these effects, which looks really cool when the blade is in. So you just hold here and it deactivates. These Cree LEDs are offensively bright, which is why I've got the blade plug in. You should never look at these without, but they do a really good job of lighting up the blade. Speaking of blades, let's put one in. So what we have to do is loosen the glass eye like that, and then out comes the blade plug. Pop in a blade that sits down as far as the lens. We just tighten this down again onto the blade. That holds it in. Not going to come out. As you can see, it's a lovely blue colour. These show up really well on camera. They look great on camera. Looks just like the movie when it's on camera. In real life, it's a blue colour, but it does wash out the camera, as you can see, and it just looks really cool. So like I said, we've got the blaster effects. It flashes white when those effects are active. And there we go. So there we go. I will leave full technical specs in the description down below if you want to know where to get one of these, or where I got each of the upgrade parts for it. This was my first build, doing this. I had not soldered since school, so it was a bit of a learning curve, soldering everything together and figuring out how I'm going to get everything in there. There's a lot to cram into these. You've got to get in your battery, your speaker, your soundboard, any kind of detail work, as in the crystal, you've got to get in here. Lightsaber building is definitely an art form in of itself, and one that I want to keep trying out in the future. They can be quite costly to install once you've bought the hilt itself and all the electronics to go inside, but it's definitely worth it. You get something that's you just can't buy anywhere else, and when you've done it yourself, you get that sense of achievement that you actually built something. So there we go, this is my Graflex lightsaber from a Korbanth 2.0 kit. Thank you to everyone who helped me with this, including Carl at KR Sabers, Roy at Wannawanga, Korbanth for getting these runs sorted out. And if there's anyone I've missed, I'll be sure to link you in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. I've got something very similar next week. Please come back and check that out. Until then, of course, take care. Bye bye.